Today, I'm gonna work on Shuri, but not this one. Hello, this is Ken. I like making things. I like making things out of paper, and I like making things cooler. Especially my figures. Sometimes figures don't look all that screen accurate. All they need is a bit of touch-up here and there to unleash their hidden potential. I also love using everyday tools and materials to recreate iconic scenes from my figures, so they can shine on my display. Subscribe to my channel and join my DIY adventure as I ask myself the same question every week. Can I make it? Last time, I worked on Okoye, making her look less cartoonish. Check it out. I did order the new Black Panther figure, but I don't think I'll be receiving it until 2023. But it's okay, because I have the original Shuri that I've always wanted to fix. I got this figure when it was on sale. I know there's an updated version with screen accurate colors, but the new one costs nearly twice as much. Besides, it'll be more fun to fix this one. So, let's deconstruct this figure. There's an FAQ on the paint and brushes I use in the description box below. The main issue with this figure is how dull the overall figure looks. It is missing the blue that makes her outfit pop. That leaves the figure with all these muted colors. Shuri is a youthful, vibrant character, and the outfit she wore reflected that. I actually quite like the head. The hair is very well done. The only thing that bothers me is how shiny the overall face is, making her eyes hard to see in some angles. I also noticed that she's missing her braid and the jaw piece, so I'm going to try and add them back in. My goal is to make this version better than the updated one. So, can I make it? Let's start with the blue. In the movie, it's more of a purple blue, but I really like how the blue looks here, so I'm going to use this royal blue instead. The good thing is, it's actually relatively easy to fill in the spaces here, especially with a fine brush. I just have to build up the opacity with multiple layers. This color actually builds up really nicely. I really like how this color looks on Shuri. Alright, just gonna add a bit more blue onto her legs. The next thing I want to fix is tan colored waist piece. I want it to have more of a mustard yellow color, so let me try and rub a bit of this yellow over it. This yellow isn't the right shade, but it's too late, so let me quickly add a thin layer of this all over and I'll fix it in a bit. Okay, let me try adding a bit of this tan color to see if I can neutralize the yellow. It looks a bit more natural, but it's still missing some shading, so I'm going to add a bit of brown to give it more depth. Okay, it looks a little weird, but I have to trust the process. Next, I'm going to paint the top half of her armband black. And I'm going to apply a thin layer of silver on the bottom half to increase the contrast. What is cool is that the updated version fixed a lot of these inaccuracies, so kudos to Hasbro. Oh, let me also add a bit of silver onto a belt buckle too. Alright, onto the face. I'm not loving how shiny the face is, especially right below the eyes. Before I start, let me grab my epoxy putty. This is the second time I'm using this. The first time I used it to cover up Venom's toes. I use air dry clay most of the time, but air dry clay is brittle. Epoxy clay on the other hand works just like any other clay, but it dries into this plastic-like finish, perfect for small fragile objects like the jaw piece and her braid. These pieces are too small. I have to do it off camera. Okay, I know this looks a little strange, but it's because it's unpainted. so it stands out against a darker skin tone. It should look fine once it's painted the right colors. As for her hair, I don't know how to do braids, so I just twisted a piece of clay to get this swirly effect. And I'm gonna attach it behind her head. Alright, the hair is attached. Let's paint. First, I'm gonna apply a warm brown all over the face. According to all the references, Shuri always has this nice warm glow to her face, but this figure gave her a cooler brown. The updated version fixed that too. Alright, next. Gotta paint that jaw piece with a darker, cooler brown. Look, it no longer looks odd. I had to do the white dots off screen. They were too tiny. Now for her eyes. I'm gonna give her black eye makeup instead of this shiny silver one they gave her. And for her braid, I'm gonna paint it brown and black to make sure it blends with the hair that's already there. There's also more colors at the top of Shuri's hair. A bit of this tan color and a bit of purple. I'm not confident enough to add more, so I'm gonna keep it more subtle. And last but not least, gotta paint those teeth white. Here's the finished head. I love the addition of the jaw piece and the braid. It balances the top-heavy look of Shuri. Her skin also has more of a natural glow now. Alright, here's the finished figure. The overall figure just pops so much more now with the blue. I didn't really change her shoes, so I only painted them dark brown to keep the overall color consistent. Let's take a closer look. This looks great. She looks so detailed. Kinda a bummer that all these details were lost in the original figure because of how dull the colors were. What do you think? Do you like what I've done? Let me know down below. My goal today is to make this Shuri better than the re-release, and I think I achieved that, even though they're very similar. I don't own a new figure, so I can't really do a side-by-side comparison. They used a warmer skin tone on the new Shuri, but all the images I found seem to be too bright. One thing that I'm kinda noticing with the older figures is that I think the face printing tech was better back then. Maybe they're trying to reduce cost. I feel like the newer faces don't look as good. In this case, I'm very impressed with the hair. The hairline is soft, unlike the new Killmonger or Ironheart, where they gave them very harsh hairlines. The new Shuri seem to have a harsh hairline as well. Weird. Alright, let's end this with the photo shoot. The only downside is that Shuri's a bit hard to balance. It doesn't help that her ankles can only bend so much, so her poses are a bit restricted. But she does look pretty cool. There's a lot going on with her outfit, but there's also this cohesiveness that ties everything together. I really like this Shuri. It's such a unique and memorable look. Not that I don't like her as the Black Panther, but I'm gonna miss her looking like this. Which version of Shuri do you like? I'm very happy with this Shuri. She looks like Letitia, and the blue looks great on her. And I'm also super proud of the jaw piece and the braid. They blend right in and don't look out of place. I still need a bit more practice on getting the hair texture right, but for my first time doing hair, I'm satisfied. Now I have most of the original Black Panther crew. Nice. Maybe I should make a little display for them. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Apologies for a shorter video today. I'm a bit under the weather. And as always, stay inspired and I'll see you soon. I can make it, so can you.